I'm way too happy. I'm having way too much fun with this. I love doing this. I know that I just started, but I'm really having so much fun doing this, and I hope that I keep having as much fun as I do this way deeper into the future. And thank you for always watching. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for supporting my videos and supporting this little project that makes me so happy. And if you keep watching and keep liking and keep sharing it, I will promise to just do as good videos so that you find it more educating, helpful, entertaining, whatever you want it to be for you. Cuckoos! You're not weak. There's a very specific reason why you're scared to take risks and you're afraid of not knowing what's going to happen in the future. Our minds like to speculate and try to control what's going to happen and try to know what's going to happen so that it can prepare your immune system to be able to handle it. And when it cannot think of what's going to happen in the future, that's when you start to overthink, to procrastinate, and to feel scared. Our minds do not like shocks or surprises, and when it cannot control what's going to happen in the future, that's when you start to overthink, to procrastinate, and cling to what's comfortable to you. By the end of this video, and if you do exactly what I tell you, you'll become the most unbothered person by the things that are out of your control and your cycle of influence, and you can focus your energy more into things that you can control. I'm someone that cannot handle any changes to my schedule or anything that changes in my plan, no matter how tiny it is. I used to plan my life out to the last detail like a psychopath. When I was in elementary school and almost all my life, like I've always done this where I plan my life out so many years in advance, and almost all the time, everything went to script. So no problem, right? Up until high school. And during high school, I think that I had planned my life out in my last year of high school 10 years in advance, where I planned to graduate and get all A's, which is the highest grade that anyone could accumulate, go to pre-med school in Cuba for how innovative they were in their medical field and study medicine, and then go to America and study for my MCAT and also finish up my medical school, and then become a residency for 3 years, and then practice and study cardiothoracic surgery for a few more years and become a specialist, move back to Ghana and get married at 28. Yeah. This was the plan. It was like down to the book, planned out in minor detail how I was gonna get there exactly. And for the first time, I found myself 3 months after graduating from high school studying international business, not in Cuba, in Rwanda. And this really put a shock in my nervous system. I became scared to take risks. I didn't know what to do, and I just told myself that being there was temporary so that my brain can become comfortable with the idea that we're still going to stick to the 10-year plan. Like if I cannot think of what's next or what I'm going to do next or what's going to be the next part of my journey, it drives me cuckoos. So when that happened, I crashed out, and for a while I was very, not even in my body, like I was just, my brain was somewhere else and my body was there. And I had a very hard time just being a normal person and being happy by myself. For the most part of my life, I've always kind of known what's next, and most of that has been coincidental because I have stopped being worried and planning my life out to the last detail. But still, usually not knowing what's next drives me crazy. It's very unlike me. And towards the end of this video or somewhere in this video, I'll be showing you exactly how to still have something to expect and something that you're looking forward to without having to be afraid of the future or to plan your life out in great detail. Here I am today, not a cardiothoracic surgeon, but healthy, happy, and just as fulfilled. And I hope you can tell that I'm happy from the way that my energy is radiated in this video. So I'm going to pause for 3 seconds and have you reflect on one part of your life that the fear of the unknown has been holding you back from. I'm not going to spend too much time telling you why you need to get comfortable with the unknown, but what I'm going to tell you is that you need to get comfortable with it so that it becomes your biggest, strongest power in aligning your future. And once you realize that it is not the enemy, it'll make you realize that it is just an opportunity to help you reconnect with yourself better, with your intuition, with your gut, and worship in God or whatever you believe in. and just be more grounded and rooted and a more regulated nervous system overall. This is the part of the video where I tell you how you need to get comfortable with the unknown. And it's very easy to be like, don't panic, take deep breaths, and ask yourself how your reaction is going to change the situation. But I'm going to give you 5 steps on how I have gotten over my very strict, detailed planning of my life and being scared of what I do not know to who I am now and just being vibes and inshallah. And if it happens, it happens. Yeah, there's just nothing you can do about it. So the earlier you stop worrying and get comfortable with it, the better it will be for your entire well-being, your happiness, and you just being more relaxed as a person. So, number 1, make near future plans instead of long-term plans like I used to do. So you can, for instance, plan your week in advance or just 3 days at a time or even a day at a time. And this will allow you to focus on what's immediate and near and in front of you rather than thinking of like the big picture, and allow you to have control of like the nitty-gritties of the very important things that are around you at the time. So for instance, this could be whether you're planning to leave a job or you're planning to get a certain goal achieved, or you even want to do something like a project. It could even be public speaking that you have to do that you're scared to do, and the thought of just doing that in the future scares you. So focus on the day-to-day plans that you can do rather than think of what's going to happen when that happens or when it gets to that point, or if it doesn't go like you planned. You can, for example, let's say that you're doing a certain career and you're very scared to take the leap to change career paths right now. And I can see how that's scary because it will seem very uncertain, unclear, and very difficult, and rightfully so. But one thing that you can do is to look at how the week looks like and how the day looks like to get to that goal. And you can basically just look at it in like tiny fragments of things that you can control. So how does tomorrow, which is also the future, look like to achieve that goal? Or how does the week look like to, what can I do in this 1 week that will help make the outcome of that goal much more clearer and much more likely to be in the direction that you want it? There's this TED talk by, I think, Stephen Duneier, if I remember his name right, on how to achieve your most ambitious goals, and you can check it out. But he basically made this point that really resonated, and he said if you're able to draw 1 gray box, you can definitely become great at being a black and white like artist in the world. And he shows this incredible picture of I think Brad Pitt drawn in black and white, and everyone thought they couldn't do it, and when he explained it and broke it down, everyone was like, oh, this actually might seem easier. So just in the same context, if you do break down if you do break down the bigger picture and avoid even looking at how the end conclusion is going to be, and just look at what tomorrow or next week is going to look like and what activities can I do in that space to help make the chances of the decision or of the outcome that I want even higher. It will help you to stop worrying less. You even trust yourself better at taking decisions, and it'll probably lead you to make that decision of changing that career path because you're more confident in how you can help achieve what you want. Yeah, and although you're structuring this day by day and this week by week out very tightly, I need you to still leave out some room for changes, for all the things that might happen, and leave out like a little room for all the unplanned stuff that could happen. Because you want to also make sure that your brain and your mind is comfortable with the idea that something can change, something might not go as planned, or something can come out differently the next day. And basically you become comfortable with the daily micro unknowns that would happen in your life. And basically just leave a little room for some unsettling, for some uncertainties, and for the day by day little things that don't go as planned that would help you also think of like, did I die? Like, yes, this was bad, but did I die? Did I die? You know, it's never really that serious. This is only for the people that are very nitty-gritty like I am and want to plan out their day very tightly. So if you're not, just go to the second point. Point 2, I would say try to visualize the outcome. And very similar to the point that I was making before, try to think of yourself in the goal that you're scared to take and think of the outcome as being positive. Like, if this happened the way that I wanted it, how will I feel? And allow yourself to like enjoy, feel the happiness that it will make you feel. And then think again, if this happened and it didn't go the way that I wanted, how will I feel? And then allow yourself to feel it, like in the meantime. I know this might seem redundant, but do it. Allow yourself to feel the negativity of how it will, or like all the pain that you'd feel if it didn't happen the way that you want. And then ask yourself, did I die? Is this the end of the world? Like, if it happened like this and I didn't get what I wanted, or I didn't achieve what I wanted, or the future didn't go out as planned, would it change the world? Would I die? And would it be that bad? Like, all jokes aside, this really brings it into perspective, and you realize that maybe you're just worrying too much about something that you really shouldn't be paying this much attention to. And I usually like to do this and allow myself to feel all these emotions, and allow myself to have this mental rehearsal of what it's going to be like. So whichever outcome that it happens, I'm more comfortable with it, and I've already gotten used to the idea of that happening. I know that it can feel very counterproductive to think of it like that, and it can have a bad side. Like, you can get what you want, and it makes you not be as excited anymore because you've already leave the excitement. So you just go, this happened, it's nice and whatever, but it happened. And I feel like that's me most of the time. Like, when something huge happens to me, it takes me a while to process the emotion, and even when I do, it's just like, yeah, that was nice, or like, that's great, but it's not like, oh my god, wow, like other people do. But it also helps me when the thing doesn't go like I planned. Like, I'm just like, okay, well, it didn't go like I wanted, it hurts, but we move. Like, there's more room to do other things in the future, or like maybe I'm destined for something else. Point number 3, back to my point on realizing that uncertainty isn't the enemy. I think that during this time, something that you can do instead of worrying is reconnecting with yourself more, and like just being a reflective person and thinking about what your daily actions and your weekly actions and how you live your life will impact the decisions or the goals that you want. Also use this time to reconnect with God, or Allah in my case, and worship more, and do a lot of dua and pray more, and just basically ask God to make it for you and to give it to you if it's good for you. So in this way, when the results that come out and it's not how you want it, you know that you prayed and Allah decided that this was not the best thing for you, or this is something else, like there's something else more for you that this would prevent. So use this time to get that grounded in yourself and in your beliefs and in your worship and with the Creator. Point number 3, I know that I said that to visualize the outcome, but I'm also telling you now that do not think too much of the outcome. Like, after you visualized it, let it go. Like, just let it go. And don't think too much, especially of the what if it doesn't happen. I need you at this point to convictively and strongly believe that this will happen the way that you want it. And pray about it, like I said, and then leave it. Leave it for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and just believe that it will happen for you. I think that like that kind of conviction does something to how the way that you put the effort in it and the way that the outcome comes. Like, it really does something to it. And if it doesn't happen, let's say for some reason you don't get the outcome that you want, just think of it as Allah saving you from something that could have ruined you, or Allah preparing you for something better. Like, it's preparation. And let's say you're not religious, you don't have a superior being that you worship. Think of it as a data point. I know all the most successful entrepreneurs in the world, like Stephen Duneier, like Reed Hastings, every entrepreneur that you know, have emphasized so much how the importance of failure is in succeeding. It's kind of like preparation. Like I said, it's basically preparation for when you succeed. Your confidence will grow every single time that you take a step forward, no matter the end outcome. Life's most beautiful, beautiful stories, they say, is written in ink that we cannot see yet. So even as much as how scary the future is and the unknown is, and you just staying in one position because you're scared to take that leap, your story is going to be so, so, so beautiful if you do take that leap. It's beautiful. You just can't see it yet. I don't know what to tell you. Just believe in it, okay? There's no reason to be scared. The only constant thing in life is the unknown. That's like the unknown of the future, the unknown of what your health would look like today from tomorrow, and even the unknown of when you're gonna die. And I've always just believed that everyone is looking out for my best and in my best interest, and everyone wants me to do well. And I just recently had someone say that in a weird way, everyone is rooting for you, and it kind of really resonated with me. The person said that if you do go on a date, the person that you're on a date with wants you to be great so that they can be with you or end up with you. If you do go on a job interview, the interviewer wants you to be amazing. They want you to do so well so that they can stop searching. And even if you do send in an application, the application reviewer wants you to be great for the school or for the position so that they can pick you and stop reading through bullshit applications. So I just feel like with this, if you do get into that mindset that everyone really wants you to be well and everyone wishes you well, it'll just make your whole life and the world get better for you. I hope that this resonated with you, and from here on out, you are no longer scared of the unknown, and you will take leaps of faith, and you will take risk, and you will make decisions that will improve your life and stop you from being stuck in one position, and be able to take decisions that will propel you into the future and the life that you want. Thank you for watching. Too much fun.